Glow with bioluminescence. It's a natural phenomenon that lights up the ocean with this blue-green hue from microscopic plankton.
Our world hides secrets that defy every law of logic. Materials that are 99% air yet remarkably strong exist in our world.
Given that they are 99% air, can you guess the kind of sound would an aerogel make?
Lethal fingers of death form beneath polar ice in rare conditions.
Supercooled water sinking from above, forming a pillar of ice.
Nature and human desire are the ultimate architects of the impossible. Today we are exploring incredible things that you will truly see for the very first time in your life. The finger of death. Beneath the frozen surface of Antarctica, a strange and deadly natural phenomenon quietly takes shape, known as a brinacle, often called the ice finger of death. It is one of the rare instances where ice sinks instead of floats. Forming in the still, frigid waters under sea ice, this ghostly structure descends like a frozen stalactite, bringing destruction to the seafloor below. Brinicles form through an extreme thermodynamic process. As seawater freezes, salt is expelled from the ice, creating highly concentrated, supercooled brine. This dense liquid, colder than the surrounding seawater, seeps through cracks in the ice and begins to sink. These structures can reach temperatures below -2 degrees Celsius, cold enough to rapidly freeze nearby marine life. However, they can only form in calm conditions. Turbulent waters would break them apart before they fully develop. Despite their lethal nature, brinicles also play a role in ocean circulation by driving dense, salt-rich water downward, contributing to global ocean currents. Before we move on, here's an image said to show an Iranian woman doing something unusual during a live broadcast. However, no reliable source for the image has been found, and it may have been removed. It's surprising at first glance, but it also could be a hoax. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Volcanic lightning. High above an erupting volcano, flashes of electric blue and violet lightning tear through thick black ash clouds. This phenomenon, known as volcanic lightning or a dirty thunderstorm, is a dramatic fusion of geology and meteorology where Earth's internal energy ignites the sky. Inside this turbulent plume, constant collisions between particles generate static electricity through a process called triboelectric charging. Electrons are stripped and redistributed, creating regions of positive and negative charge. When the electrical imbalance becomes too great, the air breaks down, releasing powerful bolts of lightning. These lightning strikes can reach temperatures of up to 30,000 degrees Celsius, about 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. When they hit the ground, they can melt ash into glassy structures called fulgurites. Beyond its beauty, volcanic lightning helps scientists monitor eruptions in real time, providing crucial data for aviation safety and hazard assessment. Aerogel. Known as frozen smoke, aerogel is the world's lightest solid, often composed of over 99% air. Created through supercritical drying, the liquid in a gel is replaced with gas, leaving a nanoporous framework of silica or carbon. Its structure is so efficient that its internal pores are smaller than the mean free path of air molecules, resulting in near-zero thermal conductivity. This incredible insulation allows a thin slice of aerogel to protect a flower from a blowtorch. Such properties made it a physician for space exploration, insulating Mars rovers and capturing comet dust. Its signature azure tint, caused by Rayleigh scattering, gives it a ghostly appearance. By 2026, aerogel had transitioned from a laboratory curiosity to a high-performance tool for winter clothing and oil spill cleanup. It stands as a testament to engineering nothingness into a resilient shield that protects and preserves. The door to hell. In the heart of the Karakum Desert, a massive fiery crater glows against the barren landscape. Officially called the Darvaza gas crater but widely known as the door to hell, this 69-meter-wide pit has burned continuously for over 5 decades. It stands as a striking reminder of how human error can unleash powerful natural forces. The crater's origin dates back to 1971, during a Soviet drilling operation. Engineers searching for oil accidentally struck a vast underground gas cavern. The ground collapsed beneath their rig, forming a deep, unstable hole that began releasing large amounts of methane gas. Instead, the fire never stopped. fed by a massive underground reservoir. The flames have burned for more than 50 years. Despite its remote location, the site draws thousands of visitors each year, many camping nearby to witness the surreal sight. The heat has even created a small ecosystem, attracting insects and spiders. In 2013, explorer George Kourounis descended into the crater and discovered heat-resistant bacteria thriving within. Bioluminescent waves. Along certain coastlines at night, the ocean glows with an eerie electric blue, as if the water itself were alive with light. Known as bioluminescent waves, this phenomenon transforms breaking waves and ripples into glowing trails that resemble something out of a dream. The effect is created by microscopic organisms called dinoflagellates, a type of phytoplankton. These single-celled creatures produce light through a chemical reaction involving luciferin and the enzyme luciferase. This glow serves an important survival function. According to the burglar alarm theory, when small predators feed on dinoflagellates, the light they trigger acts as a signal to larger predators. In essence, the plankton expose their attackers, increasing the chances that the predator will be eaten instead. The sudden flashes can also startle and deter smaller organisms from continuing to feed. Some of the brightest displays occur in places like Mosquito Bay, where millions of dinoflagellates inhabit each gallon of water. However, this beauty has a darker side. In daylight, dense blooms can appear as red tides, which may deplete oxygen levels and harm marine life. Thus, the ocean's glowing waves are both breathtaking and ecologically complex. Rainbow eucalyptus trees. Deep within the tropical forests of the Philippines, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea grows the rainbow eucalyptus, a tree unlike any other. Its trunk displays a vivid blend of greens, blues, purples, and oranges, creating a natural rainbow effect that looks almost painted. This striking appearance comes from a continuous process of bark shedding. When the outer bark peels away, it reveals a bright green inner layer. As this layer ages and oxidizes, it gradually shifts through shades of blue, purple, and orange before peeling again. Because this happens in patches, the trunk becomes a mosaic of colors at different stages. Beyond its beauty, the tree grows rapidly, up to 3 feet per year. It reaches heights of over 200 feet. It plays an important ecological role, stabilizing soil and supporting wildlife. However, its fast growth also makes it valuable for paper production. Outside its native habitat, it is often planted as an ornamental tree, though its colors may appear less vibrant. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault. On a remote island in Svalbard, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault stands as a safeguard for humanity's food supply. Carved deep into a mountain on Spitsbergen, this doomsday vault preserves seeds from around the world as protection against global crises. Built 120 meters inside permafrost and 130 meters above sea level, it is designed to survive natural disasters and climate change. Even without power, the surrounding frozen ground can keep seeds preserved for decades. Inside, temperatures are maintained at -18 degrees Celsius, slowing seed metabolism so they can remain viable for centuries or longer.
This vault is the backup of the system that we have globally.
The vault operates as a global backup system. Countries store duplicates of their seeds in sealed packages, ensuring biodiversity is not lost to war or catastrophe. It can hold up to 4.5 million crop varieties. In 2015, during the Syrian civil war, the ITER successfully retrieved seeds, proving the vault's real-world importance. The ITER tokamak. In Provence, the ITER tokamak is being built to harness nuclear fusion, the same process that powers the sun. This massive 25,000-ton machine aims to prove that fusion can provide a nearly limitless, clean energy source. At its core is a donut-shaped vacuum chamber where hydrogen isotopes are heated to about 150 million degrees Celsius, forming plasma. Since no material can withstand such heat, powerful superconducting magnets suspend and control the plasma using magnetic confinement. The project unites 35 nations, including the US, China, and the EU, in a rare act of global cooperation. If successful, ITER could lead to commercial fusion power, offering a revolutionary, carbon-free energy future. Vantablack. In optics and materials science, Vantablack is one of the darkest substances ever created. Developed by Surrey Nanosystems, it is not a paint, but a coating made of billions of vertically aligned carbon nanotubes, each far thinner than a human hair. When light strikes Vantablack, it doesn't reflect. Instead, photons enter the gaps between nanotubes, bouncing around until they are absorbed and converted into heat. Absorbing about 99.965% of visible light, it erases all shadows and surface details, making objects appear flat and almost unreal. Vantablack gained fame beyond science when artist Anish Kapoor secured exclusive artistic rights, sparking controversy. Both a scientific breakthrough and a cultural symbol, it represents the extreme limits of darkness. The Large Hadron Collider, LHC. Buried 100 meters beneath the Franco-Swiss border, the Large Hadron Collider, LHC, is the most complex machine ever built. Spanning a 27-kilometer ring, it serves as a scientific crucible where nature is pushed to its breaking point to reveal the universe's origins. To function, the LHC maintains a vacuum emptier than deep space, preventing particles from colliding with air molecules. Over 1,200 superconducting magnets, cooled to negative 271.3 degrees Celsius. At peak operation, these beams collide with the precision of two needles hitting each other from 10 kilometers apart. In 2012, the LHC captured the elusive Higgs boson, confirming the mechanism that gives particles mass. This discovery purified the standard model of physics. Beyond theory, LHC technology has revolutionized medicine through 3D color X-ray imaging, proving that seeking fundamental truth can yield life-saving breakthroughs. A megacity construction. In the desert of Saudi Arabia's Tabuk province, a 500 billion architectural experiment named The Line is being etched into the landscape. As the centerpiece of the Nayam Giga project, it proposes a linear megacity stretching 170 kilometers, housing 9 million people within a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. The city's design is defined by zero-gravity urbanism, which rejects horizontal sprawl in favor of vertical layers. Two parallel mirrored skyscrapers will stack homes, offices, and parks. However, the vision of environmental purity and 100% renewable energy is managed by a rigid, cognitive framework. Using AI and ubiquitous sensors, the city monitors every resident, blurring the line between infrastructure and governance. By 2026, this grand vision has faced a surgical recalibration. Engineering and financial pressures have scaled the initial phase back to a 2.4-kilometer segment expected by 2030. The line stands as a testament to the tension between a sterile digital future and the ancestral land it seeks to replace. If you made it this far, please subscribe to our channel and press the like button. Tardigrades, under a microscope. Microscopic and resilient, tardigrades or water bears are 8-legged invertebrates capable of surviving conditions that would liquefy human DNA. Measuring just 0.1 to 1 millimeter, these microtitans possess a sophisticated internal structure. Their hallmark survival trait is cryptobiosis. When environments dry up, the tardigrade transforms into a ton, a dehydrated husk. By replacing 97% of its body water with the protective sugar trehalose, its metabolism drops to 0.01%. In this state, they endure absolute zero and extreme pressures. This indestructible nature was proven in 2007 when tardigrades survived the vacuum and radiation of space. Scientists attribute this to the DSUP protein, a physical shield for their DNA. The Pillars of Creation. Located 6,500 light-years away in the Eagle Nebula, the Pillars of Creation are towering spires of interstellar gas and dust. Stretching up to 4 light-years long, these celestial cathedrals act as a cosmic paradox, a graveyard of ancient stars providing the raw materials for new ones. The pillars' iconic shapes are formed by photoevaporation, where radiation from nearby massive stars erodes less dense gas, leaving behind denser shadows. Inside, gravity collapses gas into evaporating gaseous globules, EGGs, eventually igniting nuclear fusion to create brand new stars. While the Hubble Space Telescope made them iconic in 1995, the James Webb Space Telescope used infrared light in 2022 to pierce the veil, revealing thousands of previously hidden stars. A total solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse is a rare cosmic coincidence occurring when the moon passes directly between the Earth and the Sun. This alignment, known as syzygy, is possible because the Sun is approximately 400 times larger than the moon, but also 400 times further away, allowing the lunar disk to perfectly obscure the Sun. As the moon bites into the Sun, observers may witness Bailey's beads, sunlight peeking through lunar valleys. The diamond ring effect. During totality, the sky darkens, temperatures drop, and the Sun's elusive corona becomes visible as a ghostly plasma halo. Moving at over 1,500 miles per hour, the moon's shadow provides a brief mercy from the Sun's glare, revealing violent solar plumes. However, this is a finite phenomenon. As the moon drifts away at 3.8 centimeters per year, total eclipses will eventually vanish, leaving this era a privileged window in geological time. The International Space Station, ISS, transiting the moon. An ISS transit occurs when the International Space Station, the largest man-made structure in orbit, streaks across the moon's cratered face. This event requires extreme mathematical precision as the station travels at 28,000 kilometers per hour, 17,500 miles per hour, at an altitude of 400 kilometers. Because the path of transit is often only a few hundred meters wide and lasts just 0.5 to 2 seconds. Photographers must use specialized software and lucky imaging at high frame rates to capture the alignment. Under magnification, the station's 73-meter solar wings appear as a mechanical insect against ancient craters like Tycho. This juxtaposition provides a unique lens for understanding perspective, placing human ingenuity directly against a celestial neighbor. However, with decommissioning planned for 2030, these transits are temporary. Once the ISS is deorbited, these images will remain as ghostly historical records of a brief era of orbital human presence. The Danakil Depression. Sitting 100 meters below sea level in Ethiopia, the Danakil Depression is a geological abyss created by the triple junction of shifting tectonic plates. Known as the Gateway to Hell, it is a planetary rift where rising magma fuels over 30 volcanoes, including the permanent lava lake of Erta Ele. At its northern end, the Dalal hydrothermal field features hyperacidic brines with a pH near 0. This polyextreme environment, simultaneously the hottest, saltiest, and most acidic on Earth, serves as a terrestrial analog for Mars, testing the absolute chemical limits of life. Despite lethal temperatures averaging 34 degrees Celsius, the Afar people endure here, hand-carving salt slabs from the vast pans of Lake Assail. This white gold is transported via camel caravans in a display of ancient human resilience. The Danakil remains a violent monument to both the birth of a new ocean and the survival of the human spirit. Deep-sea siphonophores. In the ocean's bathypelagic zone, the siphonophore drifts as a shimmering, translucent curtain. Reaching over 45 meters, these giants are not single animals, but colonial organisms, masses of specialized zooids that function as one. Emerging from a single egg, the colony is organized along a central stem. The top provides buoyancy via swimming bells, nectophores, while the lower siphozoome contains clones specialized for eating, defense, or reproduction. These ambush predators deploy a lethal net of tentacles armed with nematocysts. Some species even use red bioluminescent lures to mimic prey, drawing victims into a false sense of security before paralyzing them. Despite their size, they are gelatinous and fragile ghosts, easily destroyed by human touch. As seen in the 2020 discovery of a massive spiral specimen, the siphonophore represents a biological system where the individual is entirely sacrificed for the collective's survival. The centimillennial clock. Inside a West Texas mountain, the 10,000-year clock is being assembled to outlast modern civilization. Designed by Danny Hillis and funded by Jeff Bezos, this mechanical titan rejects electronics for 316-grade stainless steel and titanium components. The clock serves as a physician for the human perspective, challenging short-termism. Visitors must traverse dark, subterranean tunnels to reach the chime generator, which produces over 3.5 million unique melodies. The clock is a ghost of the future, a functional artifact waiting for civilizations that have not yet been born. While the walls of Evan were built to contain and break the present, the mountain housing the clock was hollowed out to let the future in. The Blood Falls of Antarctica. In Antarctica's McMurdo Dry Valleys, a crimson plume known as blood falls oozes from the Taylor Glacier. Originally attributed to algae, the 5-story-tall discharge is actually hypersaline water from a subglacial reservoir sealed for nearly 2 million years. Trapped under 400 meters of ice, this brine remains liquid at -17 degrees Celsius due to a salt content 3 times higher than seawater. The blood effect occurs when iron-rich, oxygen-free water hits the air, causing ferrous iron to oxidize into ferric hydroxide. Beyond its color, the falls reveal a physician's window into the limits of life. An isolated community of microbes survives there by breathing iron and sulfates. As a terrestrial analog for Mars or Europa, Blood Falls proves that even under extreme pressure and total darkness, a resilient internal world can persist, waiting for the right moment to breach the light. The Mariana snailfish. Thriving 8,000 meters deep in the Mariana Trench, the Mariana snailfish, Pseudoliparus swiri, is an evolutionary masterpiece. To withstand pressures equal to an elephant standing on a thumb, this ghost of the abyss has traded rigid bone for flexible cartilage and lost genes for calcification and light perception. Lacking a swim bladder, its translucent body uses piezolites to prevent cellular collapse, creating a biology entirely integrated into the Hadal zone's uncompromising logic. As the trench's top predator, the snailfish acts as a warden of the deep, scavenging amphipods fueled by marine snow. It balances paradoxical vulnerability with extreme resilience, navigating total darkness via sensory pores. Scientists believe this species represents the theoretical limit for vertebrate life. So far, we've explored the absolute limits of our planet. These 20 wonders prove that nature and human ingenuity are still full of surprises. If these rare sights amazed you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Which of these incredible things would you want to see with your own eyes?